We do not have that money just laying around.
Jesus, 7 houses? He says, at the peak of my popularity, all of a sudden there's a coordinated smear campaign by the biggest conservatives who wouldn't give me the time of day a few months ago. This is what happened when you start naming names and talking to... Okay, well, we're not going to say who we're talking about. I wanted to focus more on the coordinated attack. That's a female thing. So it doesn't surprise me that Nick had this... Him and Candance crashed out. And now the woman goes to all of his business associates, like what happened to Brian, and gets them to go after him. And women do it in a very subtle, manipulative way. You know, they'll call them up, they'll express their grievances, they'll tell a one-side story. They might even sprinkle in some stuff to piss him off, and then they'll get him going. I could not get over you literally dedicating hours to lying about me now, pretending you're being victimized as a response. How did men ever fall for this act? That's another one. Gaslighting. It just, it never ends. It never ends. Wait, I want to find the back and forth because it was pretty funny. Hold on, guys. Here it is. So she says... My second offer to Nick, if he agrees to sit down and actually debate me with a moderator and the date of time of his choosing, I will therefore set up his dream debate with Charlie Kirk. He told his audience I'm an illiterate fraud, so the offer should be irresistible. Well, Candance, I got to be honest, if he views you as an illiterate fraud, he probably doesn't want to talk to you. And that's the thing. We just have a tendency to feel entitled to men arguing with us. Like, we just have to be right so bad, we have to crash out. I know I shouldn't have said his full name, but it's fine. If there's a real offer, then have Charlie Kirk confirm and I'll consider it. Otherwise, you're just embarrassing yourself. Everyone knows you wouldn't be begging for me to come back if your first hit job succeeded. It's always the loser asking for a rematch. We never debated. It was never marketed as a debate, nor did I ask to come down and debate. Now, will we debate the lies you spread on my character and your views? Yes or no? If I can guarantee Charlie Kirk, will you debate? So, Candance, women will protect their reputation with their life. That's why we crash out in this industry, right? That's why we just go crazy. She's going crazy saying, and trying to defend her reputation, where men will just, take the hits and just keep going because they're focused on the information. And I don't think she realizes how drama, invoking this it looks so bad on her. It just looks like she could be talking about all the Palestine, Israel stuff. And she says, no, I want to defend my reputation. Candance, can we just be honest here? You don't have the best reputation in this industry. You don't have the worst one either. And I'm sure I don't either. So it's not like I'm throwing this stone and saying my reputation is clean. It's, but I don't think you have the reputation you think, when you crash out on your old boss, yeah, that might get you clicks for a week, but deep down, I'll think you're crazy, right? I'll think you're kind of insane. So he says, at the peak of my popularity, all of a sudden there's a coordinated smear campaign by my biggest conservatives who wouldn't give me the time of day a few months ago. This is what happens when you start naming names and talk. Okay. Wait, we read this one already. Is there another? I swore there was another. Okay. Maybe I clicked the wrong one. As most of you know, I have been fighting on the front lines of the simp epidemic for years, but I need to tell you about a quiet weapon being ratcheted up against men that is rarely talked about. It's not just the relentless anti-masculinity propaganda and OnlyFans hoes causing the societal issues that we discuss on this show. Did you know that the average city's tap water contains trace pharmaceuticals and endocrine disruptors? This often includes estrogen from birth control. The average adult consumes a credit card worth of plastic every single week. That's 5 grams of plastic a week on average. So it's no wonder that the average male's testosterone is half of what the average was 50 years ago. Testosterone levels decline 1% a year, and without a course correction, we are headed towards extinction. No matter how based you are, you need to be naturally boosting your testosterone. My friends at Chalk, CHOQ.com, are on a mission to save mankind from extinction by boosting your vitality. Chalk's Male Vitality Stack contains premium and potent herbs clinically studied to naturally boost your testosterone levels, sperm count, and overall vitality. Just one of the many ingredients in the Male Vitality Stack was studied in double-blind human clinical trials to boost total testosterone 20% in 90 days. When you boost your testosterone, you'll have more mental clarity, you're more capable of making decisions and taking risks. Having high testosterone will also affect your pheromones, so women will find you more attractive subconsciously. Get the Chalk Male Vitality Stack right now on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. Use my name Pearl as your coupon code and you'll get 25% off site-wide on chalk.com. That's CHOQ.com. My name Pearl is the discount code. Nick is running circles. Oh, here it is. This is the back and forth. Okay. He's not going to, because he knows I am telling the truth. He lied about me, my husband, and my family to sow chaos. If everything he said about me was true, why wouldn't he want to join to expose me? I'll let him pick the date and his own moderator. Speaking of George, why didn't you press Milo for publicly calling your husband gay? If you're such a tough bitch like your granddad, where was that energy? Okay, I'm not going to talk about the J stuff. You're such a fake bitch. It's really insane. I'm going to skip the J stuff. I could see you're coming undone and trying to pivot here. Why don't you ask me in person instead of your virtual tough guy act where you throw wild allegations and claim everyone's trying to kill you? And, it's like, again, Nick actually did have someone try to kill him. So it's, again, women using like a weak moment to throw stones. And then I'm going to look at Candace's replies in this too. Oh, I thought this was insane. So
I don't have that money. I really do.
Yeah, here we go.
And this lawsuit, we got an estimate this weekend from a legal team. It is going to cost us millions. I don't have that money. I really don't. I got to tell you, the estimate that we got, and I want to be clear, this is if it goes all the way through. So they said, from start to finish, if they don't drop this at some point, blah, 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 here's how much it's going to cost you just to get through the deposition phase. Here's how much it's going to cost you to go all the way through.
And was this worth it? You're costing your family $5 million. Now, there's some things that you could argue are worth it, right? I don't know if some old lady dude pretending to be the other gender, I just don't know if that's worth it.
And they are estimating $5 million. It's like a lot of money.
But that's what I mean. We get into drama, man pays for it. It's just always how it goes.
And we do not have that money just laying around.
Oh, wow. Wow, how many houses do you need? Jesus, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses? Wow, I wouldn't even want to, oh my gosh.
So I thought we could actually sell some t-shirts. I just picture people wearing this at other than we know what it means, hashtag free Emmanuel. It's subtle enough. I really like this, free Emmanuel. You're going to see somebody wearing a t-shirt and be like, we know what's up. We know.
All right. I want to see the Candace. Candace had a few other replies where I was just like, what is the purpose of this? Where she was replying to Nick, and I'm just like, this is so classic. Second offer to debate Nick, if he agrees to sit down and debate me, I will therefore I played clips from his own show. He's genuinely this soft. Again, this is gaslighting. It's like you took clips from a year ago. When we're all YouTubers, you don't know the context of the stream. And you're just having him defend everything he said about you instead of talking about like the issues. And then you're going to gaslight when he's like, maybe we could have focused on the important things. All right, this is what she said to Nick, but like I said, how you wanted to play it, I was cordial in person, and afterward, I had a sort of what the F just happened feeling as I digested it. Anyways, we did it. It will speak for itself. You don't like me complaining about it. That's how I feel. Yeah, and that's, that happens all the time in media. That really does. Because you'll do an interview, and again, because the interviewer gaslights you. That's how I felt after, what was it? Oh my gosh. Oh, who was it? Those two like gay guys in Britain. I don't know. They had ambushed me about Nick after I had him on. And I was like, what was that? And then she says, your victim mentality is exhausting. Nobody ever does anything right. They either don't have you on when they want to have you on. You didn't get everything you wanted. Even when you are told there is no true limit. So this is just more gaslighting. Your instincts are deceitful. You have a Judas personality. I don't understand how you guys have Jesus crosses in your bio. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. Yeah, the trigonometry. You know what I mean? It's just. Okay, let's see. All right, I think that's pretty much. We added the theologian into the editing, but we were able to confirm dropping it tomorrow. Okay, wait. Unfair attack. Does the victim mentality not exhaust you? He's been attacking me for 2 weeks straight. He's a wealthy gay. Yeah. Oh, that's the other insult women put in. They call the men gay. I just, how can you say that and then have the cross in your bio? Anyways, okay, we're going to move on to the actual topic.